Hello, my name is Olga Zaytseff and I am the founder of the OLGA Fertility Clinic. Since 2019, I run my own OLGA Clinic together with my dear partner, Dr. Elena Lapina. OLGA Fertility Clinic offers live birth guarantee assurance. I have put two personal dreams into the concept of OLGA Fertility Clinic. My dream of sincere care and the dream of a happy end. I personally still watch animation movies for children and love books with happy endings. For me, every story should have a happy end. In my almost 20 years of IVF medical practice, patients have always been and still remain my most reliable and trusted partners. I am so happy and grateful to see strong, healthy babies in your arms, but even more important for me is to see your happy eyes. Then I know I have helped you to change your life for the better, and this brings meaning into my own life. The importance of my open dialogue with patients is not limited only by the happy moments that we share. I am incredibly grateful for all the concerns and worries that you share with me. They move me forward in looking for solutions for you, finding the best specialists for you, developing the best process and the best results for you in OLGA Clinic. For example, around 10 years ago, one of my patients asked me in despair during the initial consultation, "If you are not able to help me get pregnant and have a baby, will you give me my money back?" My reaction: 10 seconds of surprise, 20 seconds of internal indignation, several years of reflection, and in 2016, for the first time in Russia and Europe, I offered my patients a baby or money back approach. I have completely changed my own and my team's understanding of what the IVF result is. IVF result at some clinics is an IVF cycle completed with an embryo transfer. Others see a positive pregnancy test as a result, and some a clinical pregnancy. But is the fact of achieved pregnancy a happy ending for the patient? Is pregnancy the end result that the patient is longing for? For a patient, the only desired IVF result is a baby. So only such a result can be ultimate and sufficient for professionals in the clinic. The rules of the game are that simple. If there are no baby, there is no happiness for the patient, so there is no satisfaction and no income for the team. So, since 2016, I have switched to a system a baby or money back, which means either a baby is born within a fixed number of IVF attempts, or a patient gets her money back. Since 2016, I share with patients not only success, but also the risk and the pain. Moreover, this baby or money back approach frees you from the necessity to be the project manager of your own IVF treatment and from the responsibility for its result. Instead, you realize that the clinic takes responsibility for the process and for the result, as well as it takes the risk if not succeeding. You understand that the clinic will do the best possible to achieve your pregnancy and live birth. And instead of organizing and controlling your own fertility treatment, you can finally get into the first-class carriage, lean back and rest, while the train carries you step by step to the final destination of your fertility journey, successful pregnancy and live birth. And if despite all the effort, the train does not take you to the final destination, a baby, you will always know that everything possible and impossible was tried, and you have done everything you could, and the clinic returns the money for the ticket. And why are support and care so important? I have mentioned two of my personal dreams that became OLGA Clinic. So one is the happy ending for each story, and the other is genuine human care. Why is care so important? One of my patients who recently came to OLGA Clinic for her second child told me, "Olga, if you and your team were not so caring and kind with me, I'd never have been able to go through all this myself and become a mother." Infertility patients rarely share their situation with their family and friends. They often look happy and successful on the outside, but feel isolated and desperate inside. And this cannot last long when supported only by internal resources of the patients. Most of those patients whom I and my colleague did not succeed to help gave up before we had tried all the possible effective solutions. Loss of hope is the main enemy of successful fertility treatment. We have our money-back approach, which gives patients lots of hope, but we should not forget about daily support and care during the time that the train brings the patient to the final destination, so that the fragile passenger does not get off the train shortly before the successful pregnancy is achieved. We give you care and support, and you give us time to achieve your results. Support and care are infinitely important. Information is hugely important. Patients who have attended my seminars and webinars tell me that in one evening they found out more about fertility than during years of fertility treatment. Fertility patients are exhausted, experiencing unpredictability of IVF outcome, absence of correlation between invested effort and result. What have I done wrong? What is wrong with me? Are the heartbreaking questions that I hear so often. It is of utmost importance to provide patients with essential information about their fertility treatment. Uncertainty adds more fatigue and anxiety to the patient's fertility journey. Information about the next step and the step that was just completed, and even more importantly, about what it means for the result. Is there hope? And have I done everything right? I, a woman who is trying to get pregnant, have I done everything as good as possible? Because for her, a woman who is trying to get pregnant and become a mother, it is vitally important to know that she has done everything she could in this process of trying to get pregnant. This is hugely important for her to keep hope and trust in the body, to keep self-love and self-confidence as a woman and as a person. We will be by your side and will make sure that you take your every step in the best possible way. You no longer need to organize and control your IVF process. You play the main female role in this movie, and our role is to ensure this movie has a happy end. The scenario of this movie, which is your step-by-step treatment plan, we will write for you in advance after having analyzed your medical history. We spend, on average, 8 hours for analysis of your journals that you send to us. This is usually dozens of pages of valuable information, which in our hands turns your history of bad luck into potential happy future. After having created your step-by-step treatment plan, we explain it to you. This is your roadmap. The next step may change depending on the result of the previous step, but the logic and the strategy remain the same. Your baby within the minimal required number of attempts. To guide you through this roadmap, you will have your caring, clever attending doctor and supportive nurse. They will inform you in advance about the next steps and will give you feedback on the steps already taken. Each patient in our clinic has your own personal coordinator or administrator who is just one call or email away. They answer all your questions promptly, but in most cases, we will provide you with the essential information even before you feel the need for it. And each patient in our clinic has a personal psychologist or coach with whom you can, without shaking out all the skeletons from the closet, try to close one chapter and gather strength for the next step. Sharing the success and sharing the risk, mutual trust, information, support, and care. These are bases of relationship, helping us consistently move forward towards our mutual result, the baby in your arms. What do I need to help you get pregnant and have a baby? I need lots of love. I need my own 20 years medical experience in fertility. I need OLGA Clinic that together with my dear partner, Dr. Elena, we run exactly as we would wish for ourselves. I need my amazing team of the dearest people who share my values and who walk this journey with me over many years. They are not only professionals sincerely dedicated to their work, but also amazing persons with huge heart and lots of love for people. Coordinators, administrators, nurses, doctors, psychologists, embryologists, we all work together with you to achieve our mutual success, a baby in your arms. Dear Elena, dear colleagues and patients, dear friends, only with you the OLGA Clinic became possible and my dreams became reality. Thank you for continuation of this happy story without end. If you would like to entrust us with your situation and discuss with us how to achieve your successful pregnancy and childbirth, please book an online consultation with our leading specialists. It is free. When you come to us, we will take the best care of you and we will make every effort to achieve together with you that long-awaited moment in your personal fertility history, which I call a happy end, a baby in your arms.